Hello family, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy E, the Dividend Passport Bro, back with another video. As always, I'd like to say thanks to all of our new subscribers. I appreciate you guys for subscribing to the channel, for liking and sharing the content. Appreciate that. Okay, as you guys know, I'm 52 years old. I make videos about my portfolio and my portfolio alone. So I don't talk about anybody else's portfolio here. And at some point we will be having conversations about other people who invest similar style and then sharing what they've been doing in their portfolio. But we're not there yet. That's all work in progress. But today's been a crazy day in the market. And guys, this is not financial advice, okay? We're just sharing our portfolio to motivate you guys to invest. But this is not financial advice, so do not use this as financial advice. All right, guys? Now, like I said, today the market was kind of crazy. And you see this red in here has been, the only thing that's green in here is that I can tell off the top of my head is Netflix, Kroger, Google. Okay, the other stuff I can't tell exactly what it is while I'm pulling it up. Okay, so today is a red day, and my portfolio is down. Well, not all of my portfolio, but the bigger one that I really look at, right? That's down $18,000 today. Now, I did do a lot of buying and moving stuff around in the portfolio, so that might have some stuff have something to do with it. But at the end of the day, right now, it's like I wish I waited because I was thinking, well, maybe it's gonna go up. At the end of the day, it was gonna get better, but it didn't get better. So I bought stuff on the market when I thought it was down enough. But at the end of the day, it really took a bad turn, but this is part of investing. We're a dividend investor and extreme high yield dividend investor. So of course, this kind of things happen. Tomorrow, Friday, we're going to be getting some big money from PLTY. But before we look at PLTY and all this other stuff, let's just look at some crypto real quick, and then once we go to the portfolio, we'll look at some PLTY. Okay. Now you can see Bitcoin. Of course, Bitcoin is up to $108,000, and Ethereum is also back up again to 2,500. Okay, and you see Solana $170,000. BNB is up to $671. Okay, now let's go down to my favorite thing I like to look at every day to keep my dream alive, keep my hopes alive about becoming a crypto millionaire. Maybe with this guy, I'll be a crypto billionaire. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. You can see that market cap 8.65 billion. Today volume is $312 million. I mean, it is doing what it does. Okay, guys. So I like to look at this every day as a motivation to me to see what one day I will be up there, right? Bitcoin is 2.15 trillion. This thing gonna be 3 trillion probably before the end of the year. This is crazy, right? But people say there's no money in Bitcoin, but the stuff continue to grow. I was going to say something that was going to be funny to me, but not funny to everybody else. So I'm going to leave that alone. But like I said, it's growing. And, say what you want to say, right? But at some point, it's going to be up there. And hopefully, our sheep is at 8.66 billion. We're working our way up there. At some point, we're going to get up there. I don't know when, but we're going to get there. So as you guys can see, my portfolio we're down today, but you can see the income increase in the portfolio because I added $500 to my portfolio, and guess what I put it in? Guess. I bought $500 worth of PLTY. Now people be like, "But Edwin, why did you put that money into PLTY?" Well, PLTY. Let me pull this up right for you guys who did not see this today. This is what we getting paid today. Now I don't have everything on the list, right? I got DIPS. They're paying like 35 cents. FBY 63 cents. GDXY, 37 cents. GPMO, they're paying 39 cents. Now I do have this one, Maro. They're paying $1.97. Okay, Murny, 12 cents. That's crazy. And then Nvidia paying $1.62. And PLTY is hitting it hard with $7.04. That is crazy, y'all. $7.04. So next week we got Coney and Friends. But $7.04, right? I'm like, well, I can either buy, Maro, right? Or I can buy PLTY. So I mean, if I buy the similar equivalent amount of shares, I'm still gonna get more money with PLTY because they're paying $7. So the price is similar price, right? When I say similar price, I mean when you split it up to 3. So my thought process is different. So pay attention, guys. I'm like, Eddie, what the hell are you talking about? But so I wanted to put that money, that $500 into PLTY to get my $7 a share. So when that comes in, I'm gonna be in the money. Now, okay, so that's why I put that into PLTY. And I mean, PLTY is down in my portfolio. It's down 1,500, right? So I mean, it's down 1,500, not bad. Now in my Roth, let me see how much I'm down with PLTY. I got a lot more PLTY in my Roth, and in my Roth, we down 2,400. But I got over 1,000 shares of PLTY in my Roth, so we're gonna be generating over $7,000 from that money that I purchased, right? Stuff that I purchased, but I didn't spend. I already had like 900 something shares in that already, so I just added a few more shares to get it over 1,000 to keep it, consistent. So every month, what is $3, $4, but I still have to pull this money out of here next month. So I'm gonna keep this, whatever comes in, I'm gonna invest it into something else, probably into Misty, right? That's 7,000. I'll probably throw that into Misty. And then when Misty pays, right, we'll take enough out of there to put that into something else. I don't know what Misty's gonna pay, but we're gonna wait till, like I do, till Wednesday of next, one way Misty pay, and then we're gonna throw that into that. But I'm down $3,000 in my Roth today, so that brought us down from $105 to $102,000, and then I'm down 12,000 in my regular portfolio. This thing keep going back up and down, so I don't know if there's something going on with the app, with the browser or not, but it keep going up and down. But I'm down 12,000 in my regular portfolio, so it's not that bad. Before it was saying 18,000, but when I refresh it, it's saying 12, and the market closed some time back, so it must be something with the browser. I'm not sure. I might have to log into a different browser to make sure this thing is not playing tricks on me. You know what I'm saying? Because how I feel about my Monday. But guys, so that's what I bought today in here, right? I didn't buy anything else in here. Now in Charles Schwab portfolio, as you guys can see, I have a little money in there, but I can't really do nothing with it, right? That's my daughter's portfolio. Let me get out of that. I got all high risk stuff in there, but I've been saying I'm going to close that portfolio, and I haven't done it. But I'm going to close that portfolio at some point and put that money in her Fidelity account where I can do fractional share. We ain't got time to be letting money sitting around and not doing nothing. But in this portfolio, as you can see, right, we bought some PLTY also. Let me see what I bought. I bought some PLTY, AIYY. So I'm trying to drop my cost basis down for AIYY, and then I'm going to sell out of AIYY. I've been telling you guys. So in my other portfolio, I'm trying to bring my cost basis down for AIYY, and then I'm gonna sell out. So in my regular portfolio right now, my AIYY is down. My average cost is like $6.78, 76 cents, 78 cents. So I'm trying to bring that down because your boy wanted to sell out of it. So I might have to put a few more thousand in there, maybe another 10,000 to bring that down all the way down. And then once I do that, I forgot this crap is not working. This thing never working, this thing. So we just not gonna worry about it. But I bought some AIYY and some, what else did I buy? AIYY and PLTY. That's what I bought in my Charles Schwab portfolio. Now let me see if I can. I'm gonna pull up the other browser for you guys because I want to show it. Yeah, no, I like to show it. I want to show it. So let me log into this other browser. Bada bing, bada boom. And then I would drag it over. All right. Okay, there we go. I don't know what's going on with my my Firefox. All right. And then we're gonna filter this bad boy and deselect, and then we need to select what do I need to select? I didn't even have to go in here, right? I just click on orders, but they go right here today. I transfer money from my other account in here, and then I bought some PLTY that was on the 19. Just got 5 shares. Look at what I paid for it then, and then what I paid for it today. Right? Go figure. So that's where I'm at right now, guys. In the portfolio, bought some AIYY and PLTY, and this actual portfolio is in the positive today, right? We up $92 and change. But everything else is down. Now, I was going to use that money to pay for these cornerstones stuff, but I have to wait till Friday. If they're still around, then I'll have to talk to the broker for them to give me my rights offering. It's not like it's 18 shares. I just have to transfer some money in there to cover that once I talk to them. And that's it. All right, so let me move this out of the way, and I'm done there. So you can see right now we're down 5.5%. So you know, it's kind of weird when you come from where I was down like freaking in the double-digit number to where now we down in the single-digit number. It still feel kind of bad, right? But I mean, we're getting there. You know, I'm tuning my portfolio. I'm changing stuff, and with all the changes I'm making, the income is not like going up real crazy. I'm just keeping it very, you know, under control type thing, and trying not to spend too much money because I don't want to have no issues with margin calls. And you know, like I said, I bought AIYY today. I sold $40,000 worth of Misty, right? No, not Misty. What did I sell? I sold Tesla. I sold some shares of Tesla, and let me see here. So I sold, what did I sell? I sold $40,000 worth of Tesla today, right? And then of course, Then I bought back some shares of Tesla, right? Then I put about 100 shares of PLTY, and then I got 196 shares of Maro, and then I bought 2,000 shares. No, what did I buy? AIYY 3,200 shares of AIYY, and then I bought some more, and I bought 961 shares of Alti. Right? So I sold some Tesla, and then I decided, oh, I didn't need to sell that much, right? So I bought back some more, but I put some money into AIYY. Like I said, I'm trying to bring down my cost basis, and then so I can sell out of it. And we're getting close. It's still, it's still a lot, but I'm getting close to where I need to be. In the meantime, we still make some change. We still collect some money, with AIYY when they pay in a couple of weeks. We'll see how much they're gonna pay, and then depending on that, we'll decide if we need to buy some more AIYY. But hopefully, in the next couple of months, I can bring down my cost basis enough to where I can sell out of it. So I might have to spend maybe another 20 grand in AIYY to bring down my cost basis enough, so when I do sell out of it, I'm not losing $20-some thousand, and doing in the same process of collecting dividends. Just trying to get out of it, but trying to bring down the cost basis. So we'll see. I almost have about 10,000 shares right now of AIYY. I think I got about, across all my positions, I think I got about 10,000 shares of AIYY. If I don't have 10,000, I am close. So the income went up slightly today. Let me see, AIYY, A. It's not showing. It's haven't updated yet. So this haven't updated the amount of shares that I have in AIYY. So whenever it does, I guess the income will go up slightly. Because right now the annual estimated income for AIYY is 35,000. So whenever it goes up a little bit, when it update, whenever it's gonna do that, that would increase the income. Let me see. Yeah, it's still showing the same stuff. What I bought today haven't updated. And Robinhood, the income went up in Robinhood because I bought more PLTY. I transferred $500 to my Robinhood account and bought PLTY right before the market closed. So I got the extra price drop from PLTY. So you can see I have $1,000 in my Buzz in the Hood portfolio, and it's estimated generated income of $600. We should get a chunk from PLTY and Charles Schwab. Was still 11 grand. Whatever I bought today still haven't updated either. So I mean, this number might be different. Not mine. It will be different tomorrow or the day after, whenever the thing update. Robinhood updated right away, right? Because when I hit the refresh, it updated right away. So this is the updated number for Robinhood, but it haven't updated for the other guys yet. So, but I mean, that's good for $1,000 portfolio generating half the value of the portfolio. That is great. For me, it's good, right? You know, we high yield, extreme high yield investor. We risk people, right? So, as you can see here, we had $36,000 estimated income. I'm thinking we're gonna do more than $36,000. Now, I'm not calculating my Roth. I know my Roth is gonna generate $7,000 by itself just from PLTY on Friday. But you know, I never calculate the amount into my annual income because my Roth is not attached to that. So, but we're gonna see how much money we collect when we do our video on Saturday to say, hey, this is how much money we got coming in to the portfolio. Okay, guys, so you see a small portfolio, if you're buying the right stuff, can bring you some good bit of money, right? So let's start with Robinhood. So in 10 years, right, if I just collect whatever, this is what I'll be getting in 10 years, right? But in 5 years, I'll be making that in 5 years. So the income almost like triple, right? I mean, that's not bad for a small portfolio. And then over here, we'll over that 6 million mark, 1.78. That number is crazy numbers, but it's all about motivation. Now, Charles Schwab, the small portfolio in 10 years should be generating $121,000. Crazy business, crazy work, okay? That's a lot of money. In 5 years, $38,000. This is more than what I need to live off a year in Colombia. So, I mean, all this stuff is good stuff, as we continue to build the portfolio and generate income and pushing the growth, right? But not crazy like we were doing before. Pushing the growth slowly. After this week, I will continue to add to the portfolio, continue to buy things that I think are going to generate more income. And then the ones that are not going to generate more income, we're going to take them out of the portfolio. And we're going to try to invest in my other positions that we want to get those, $100 a month from. We're going to work on each one of them. As we get them to where we need to, we'll start working on the other ones, right? But I'm doing so many things this year, so I don't want to get too crazy, and I want to keep my eyes still focused with the portfolio, make sure everything is going according to plan, because you guys know a lot of stuff changed the other day when we start having all the issues with tariff. And today, I haven't really paid attention to what's going on with the market. Wednesday is usually my busy day at work, so I've been kind of busy, but trying to buy whenever I can, just to generate a little bit more income into the portfolio. Okay, so like I said, I'm not sure how much money we're gonna get on this Friday, but we'll find out on Saturday for sure. Hopefully the market pick up tomorrow, for the next couple of days. I mean, if it don't, that's still okay. I'm still, like I said, still building my portfolio. So if the market go down, we're still gonna try to buy some stuff, right? That's what we do. We spend money when the market is down, even though we don't have a lot of money to spend right now, but we're gonna spend some. Okay, guys. So remember, this is not financial advice, right? Stay focused. Try to grow your portfolio the best way that works for you. This is only here to motivate and keep you guys going in the right direction. Okay. Until then, we'll do it again tomorrow. Peace out. Love. I'll holla. Bye.